I just remembered an event in my life and I decided to share it with you. This is our first episode, I want to believe. And this is my growth story unscripted. So everything here is unscripted. Let's just flow with the vibe, with the story, and with the message. So when I was in 200 level, I I had a male friend. He's still a friend, he's still a male friend. He was the only male in our circle, so he's our daddy. He's the boyfriend to every one of us. He was the boyfriend to every one of us. And he was a very good friend and he's a very, very good friend. We always gisted about practically about everything. Both of us were actually closer than to every other person. Is that correct? Like both of us were closer, yes. So we always gisted about every single thing. So this particular thing, we were talking about boys in a class. No, he was a guy, so he always rode with other guys too. So he was always talking with the other guys too, and he would have their gist time too. So he was gisting me about their opinion, the guys in our class, their opinion about almost every girl in the class. Excuse me. It was gisting me about the opinions of the guys of the class about some girls in the class. So he was telling me, okay, this is what they thought about this person, this is what they thought about this person, this is what they said about this person. Then I asked a question, what did they say about me? And he said, do they know you? You know, like that's response that was like, do they even know you to even give an opinion about you? Do they see you? That kind of thing. Like, why would they even talk about you? That was it. The actual truth was that I was never the social type. I was not winning anything. If like I was winning something and my face is always out there, maybe they will know me. I literally had nothing to my name. I had something to my name, but they didn't see it. They didn't see it because me, I had something to my name, but they didn't see it. They didn't notice then. They've not noticed then. And so, do you get the gist? Old days, I was in 200 level and I asked what they think about me, and the response was, do they even know you? Not talk of saying something about you, having any opinion about you. And fast forward to when early weeks of 500 level, that my same friend and some junior colleagues were all Muslims, so I can remember we're at the mosque in the faculty where we always prayed, and maybe before Salah or after Salah, we're still having a conversation, and the conversation drifted to the part where we're talking about, okay, if they want to count top 10 influential persons in this faculty, the Moria will be there, the Moria will not be there, kind of thing. We got to that point. He was actually saying that there are a lot of people that are like more influential than me, and I won't be in top 10. And my junior colleagues were actually saying that I will certainly be in top 10. I would like Demoria would certainly be in top 10. Are you whining? She will certainly be in top 10. And I personally was like, I will certainly be in top 10. Bro, don't argue about it. If they count top 10 influential persons in this faculty, I will be in top 10. Argue with your keypad. I don't want to care. That's my take. Anyone that wants to argue should argue. And my junior colleagues were like, bro, if they are counting top 10 influential persons in this faculty, the Moria will be there. Though at a point that my friend asked me like, okay, maybe top 10 sha, but if they count top 5, you will not be there. All this is not the gist I want to, that is not the message I'm passing. The message is, in 200 level, I was the, why would they even talk about you? Because they don't know you. No one gives a damn about you. No one even knows you. No one even know who you are. Why would they even talk about you? Why would they even have any opinion about you? They don't even see you. They don't see you as anything, bro. So don't even think of maybe they have anything to say about you. To being debating about, okay, I been on the top 10 influential persons and not been on the top 10 influential persons. I hope you are getting the message. Like from the unknown girl to being argued about, okay, when they are counting top 10 persons in this faculty, would you be there or not? So my question is, what's changed between 200 level and 500 level? Actually, it was not until I got to 500 level that I could argue that, okay, I could claim, not argue, I could claim that, okay, I'm among the top 10 influential persons in this faculty. It was not until when I got to 500 level that I would say that would happen since maybe when I was in 400 level, probably. 400 level, certainly. Not even probably, certainly. So, what's changed between 200 level to 500 level? What moved me from being together, okay, no one even give a hoot about, to, okay, you're being talked about. Note, this is not about being famous or being known or being talked about. This is not really about being wanted to talk about. Not at all. Because me being known is not even about being social or anything. I am known for impact. That's it. Me being known is not that, okay, they just know as the happening girl. I am known for impact. So what's changed between that period and the other period? Well, I asked this question and I pondered on it and I got some few answers. First and foremost, I started working on my confidence. Even when I fought with anxiety and confidence issues, I was faking it till I made it. I worked, first and foremost, I worked on my confidence because I could remember I was always reading books to boost my confidence. I was always watching videos on YouTube on how I could boost my confidence, how I could work on my confidence. That is one. And two, my appearance too. I worked on my appearance. I elevated my appearance. Trust me, elevating my appearance is not even about wearing something controversial or trying to seek attention from anywhere. Not at all. Because even before that time, the under level to under level period, I was always wearing maybe tight fitted clothes and clothes that were not really that. Right now, I don't even. They were still considered modest. They were still considered modest to like the lowest rung of modesty. But at the same time, so this kind of Mariam that I am right now, if I wear them, I feel so uncomfortable. I feel so uncomfortable. So I elevated my appearance. Trust me, when I was going to class, I would dress modest, but it would speak elegance to some extent. I tried my best. And outside class too, I was always in my Yawala element. If I was going out, the boo, the abaya, I was always in my Yawala element that people assume I had money. I'm still praying for money. People always assume that. I guess that's one of the reasons people assume I have money. You always see me as one rich woman. And I also had the also. So the first thing I could say changed was my confidence level, my appearance, and the third element is I started a brand when I was in 200 level. Yes, 200 level in 2021. So I should be in 200 level. I was in 200 level. I started a brand, Explore Africa with the Moria. You can check it out on Instagram here. It's currently on hold, but that was like my first brand. It's a tourism brand. And the intention was, okay, explore Africa with the Moria. I was like, go around Africa, travel to places, create content about African culture, African people, African places, tourism, whatnot. But I never step out of Nigeria. But I could do some stuff. I mean, I started from Ibadan then. and people were seeing the content. Like, to be candid, that was actually one of the things that gave me the name and the fame, not to say, because I would be working inside on campus like this. I would be working inside UI, and someone that I never knew before, I never met before, will just be like, Demoria, are you the expert called Demoria? And I'll be like, okay, yeah. Actually, expert called Demoria gave me the name, to be candid. Everyone knew Demoria of Africa. That's another thing that actually made me known in class, outside class, in the faculty, outside the faculty, on campus, and even outside UI itself. So that was like the third element. My brand, starting Explore Africa with Moria, actually gave me the name. People know me. They knew me as the Moria of Africa, the Moria of Explore Africa with Moria. And some people loved what I was doing. They loved the effort I was putting into what I was doing. So it was one thing that maybe put me out there too. So that was another thing. And what else? Another thing is I started the Ominira too. Some people knew me from the Ominira. No, I was selling fabrics. I was selling tie and dye, ready to wear shirts, Kampala fabrics. Then from there, I moved from selling different kind of things. So I moved to selling senator fabrics, then filler. So people knew me from the Ominira too. And the way I carry my business on my head, the way I put into my entrepreneurial skill, I was loud about it. I'm always loud about it. You know, I'm not the type to really talk much about what I do, but trust me, when it comes to business, I'm always loud. I'm not even loud enough. I always tell myself I'm not loud enough as I'm supposed to. So I'm loud about my business. I'm loud about being an entrepreneur, and people see much effort that I put into that thing. They see much effort that I put into my skill, into everything that I do. So I believe that's another thing that actually made me known too. So if you don't know me as the Moria of Africa, you will certainly know me as the Ominira. So that was another thing that made me known. Not only that, I guess at a point, I was winning too. Yes, then I was awarded SME 100 Africa 25 under 25 to tourism and hospitality category. That was actually another edge for me too. That one too gave me some traction. You know, people were like, okay, it's a big deal, 25 under 25. It's not like the lower version of 30 under 30, Forbes 30 under 30. Yeah. So, yeah, and on my WhatsApp status too, I've built a community. You know, the way I interact with people, the way what I share on my status are always impactful. I always share values, and I've kind of built trust in that community too. Anyone that has my contact knows that, okay, Mariam is Mariam of value. She's Mariam of impact. So that is another thing that I could say gave me the name and made me known. And yes, I have to say this too. When I was in 300 level, going to 400 level, my friend was contesting for UISU vice president, and trust me, I have never ever been involved in politics all of my life in UI until that period. And if anyone had told me that okay, I will be involved in politics, I would sworn that never, that would be over my dead body. And it was not like I was really in politics. I was not even in politics at that time, and even after that time. But that was the first time I would get myself into anything called politics. So my friend was going for VP then, and we had to give all it takes. I had to go all. I could not even imagine. To be kind, I could not imagine I could go to that length. I could not imagine I could go that length. I could not imagine it. So we're always doing room to room, visiting boys' hostels, going to faculties, going everywhere, doing one-on-one talk, meeting new people, doing this, doing that, meeting new people. That was another avenue that I actually met new people that, okay, maybe more people got to know about me. And everyone, and that campaign then was very, very loud. That year election was a loud election in UI. After that election, I've not seen any election that was as loud as that election that year's election campaign was very, very loud. It was louder. It was not only loud inside UI, it was loud outside UI, outside Ibadan soon. So it was like everywhere. So I was also everywhere. So everyone knew me as, okay, campaign manager. Yes, everyone knew me as campaign manager. And I could say other people that knew me too, they knew me from the campaign, to the election campaign. So apart from all of these things, working on my confidence, working on my appearance, and yes, I invested into gaining knowledge too. I was always reading books, I was always learning. So I had knowledge. I have a whole lot of knowledge. I'm still seeking for knowledge. I know little, but I learnt more. I knew more than I knew before. Then it shows in the way I speak, it shows in the way I relate with people. People started even inviting me, organizations started inviting me as speaker at their events, panelists at their events, and whatnot. And yes, Expo Memorial organized Sustainable Afro-Tourism Conference 1.0, then 2.0. So people knew me from that. So, I was expanding myself. I was investing in myself. And trust me, I was not even doing this because I wanted to be known or anything. If there is a lesson I would bring out from this is, they always say that money comes to you when you give value. You attract money when you give value. Yes, you give value first and you attract money after giving value. Maybe I might not have attracted that huge amount of money. In my own case, I gave value, I learned more, I had more in me. And I could pour more out. Then that's actually resulted into me attracting some traction, attracting attention. Is it attention? Should I call it attention? I was being known. People know me for impact, they know me for value. Yes, if it is making sense. I gained more, I learned more, I invested into myself, I poured into myself, I learned more, and I was pouring out value from what I have learned, from what I have gained onto myself. I was putting out value, and that actually moved me from not being known to being known. Yeah, that is the idea. And the message today is, for you to move from where you are right now to another level, you have to invest in yourself. You have to put a lot of work in yourself. You have to do more. Look at what area of your life needs attention. What area of your life do you need to pay more attention to? Do you need to work more on? Maybe your spirituality, your finances, maybe your relationship with people, or maybe your knowledge too. Just look at what area of your life needs more work. What area of your life do you need to invest more in? Trust me, invest in yourself, and people will start investing in you. The way I carry my business makes people actually think high of me. The way I carry myself makes people think high of me. The way I relate with people make people think high of me. What I've poured into myself actually makes people think high of me. Because if I have nothing in myself, I cannot offer anything. That's it. If you feel like you are stuck right now, if you feel like, okay, nothing is working out right now, you feel like, okay, you're not where you're supposed to be right now, I will implore you to put more into yourself, invest more into yourself, do more inner work, and trust me, you will attract everything that you desire. This is my growth story unscripted.